Welcome back, dear students of class 6. Today we are going to study the part 7 of the chapter 8 HTML and introduction. Students, in this part we will study the font tag, and along with the font tag we will also study some of its attributes. Okay students, which is this font tag, as you know by its name only, it suggests that the font tag is used to change the font style of the text. Okay students, so let us see how this is done. Now students, font tag helps in beautifying the text and displaying it in a presentable manner. It has various attributes that help in setting the type, size and color of the text. So let us discuss them. Now students, till now we were dealing with the default font of the HTML. Okay, but now with the help of font tag you can change three things. Okay, the font type, what type of font? Like you might have seen different types of font in your Microsoft Word. Okay, so you have seen over here that when you type something, okay, now and you can select this and you can change the font from here in Microsoft Word. See, now it has a different style. What is the name of this font style that I have selected right now? It is Comic Sans MS. If you think that this is looking very small, then you can also change the size by changing the font size. See, this button will increase the size and this button will decrease the size. Okay, you can also change the size from here. Right now it is 12. If you want it 20, just type 20 over here and hit the enter button. So this is the size 20 of this particular font. Now one more thing you can do with this is that you can select this and you can even change the font color from here. See, this button is called as font color. So to change the font color, you can click over here and then you can select from various options that are available. Like if you want to make the color green, just select the green color and the color of the font has changed. So these three things you can do in this easily in Microsoft Word. Yes, just you have to select the particular text and go to font style to change the style of the font. Okay, go to font size to change the size of the font and go to font color and select the color of the font. This is very easily done in Microsoft Word. But how to do this in HTML, that we are going to study in this lecture. Okay, so which tag helps us to change the font type, size and color of the font? The font tag. Okay, now students, only font tag will not be able to change the font style, size and color of the text. For that, we need to use the attributes of the font tag. So there are three attributes of the font tag. The first attribute is your face attribute. Okay, the first attribute is your face attribute. What is the name of the attribute? Face. Okay, this is the first attribute. Okay, this face attribute, it changes or sets the type of the font. Okay, type of font. Like we were choosing over here in Microsoft Word, what we were doing, we were choosing the type of font. Okay, which style of the font you want to use, that you can change with over here. Yes, so these are the values of, if I choose this is Cambria, this is Calibri, this is Times New Roman, this font style is Microsoft Himalaya, this is Comic Sans MS and so on. There are so many styles of font that you can use in Microsoft Word. The same you can use in your HTML also. Okay, so this is called as the typeface. Okay, the type of font. Okay, the style of the font. So which attribute helps us to change the type of font? The face attribute. Okay students, so the face attribute of the font tag is used to change the type of the font used for the text. Now Being a container tag, which tag is a container tag? The font tag is a container tag. Container tag means what? It has a closing tag. It is closed after its usage. For example, you can see over here, see this is the regular thing, HTML tag, then head tag, then the title tag. Okay, then inside the title tag we write the title, then we close the title, then we close the head, and then we open the body tag. Now inside this you can see this, they have used the font tag. What have they done? They have used this font, and then they have used the attribute face, this attribute face. So this is the tag, then they have given a space over here, and after that they have written the attribute, that is the face attribute. Okay, now students, what is an attribute? Uh, I'll I'll just tell you what an attribute is. Like I told you about the align attribute over here. In the same manner, the font tag has the face attribute. Now face attribute is used to change the style of the font. Now what can you do? Now in the value of the face attribute, you need to write, or you need to type the this you need to type the name of the style that you want. For example, here which font style is written? Bookman old style. Okay, Bookman old style. So this is the Bookman old style. Okay, this text is written in Bookman old style, and it is bold also, and it is aligned in the center also, and different things have been done with this. But basically right now we need to learn about the font tag and its face attribute. So let me show you how to use this. So we need to open our notepad, and now inside this notepad we'll type the first tag, that is our HTML tag, then head tag. After this, the title tag. Now inside the title we'll just use using font, you can type anything. Okay, now let's close the title tag. Now after closing the title tag, we'll close the head tag as usual, and now we will open the body tag, and rest of the coding is going to be done in the body tag. Now students, suppose if I write ICSE computer application. Okay, suppose I write this text and then I close the body tag. Okay, and then I close the HTML tag. Now if I save it directly, students, what will happen? That this will be a normal text that will appear. Okay, now students, let us use the font tag. So I'll use the font tag. Before using the font tag, let me just show you what the normal output will be shown. Okay, so I'll just save this file with font.html. Okay, and now let us see the output of what font.html looks like. So this is how our text is appearing. Okay, this is how our text is this is how our text is appearing right now. Okay, simple ICSE computer applications. This is the default font of HTML. Now students, what we need to do is we need to change this style of the font. So how to do that? From before this text, just use the font tag. Now we need to use the face attribute. Okay, to change the style we need to use which attribute of font tag? See, this is the name of the tag, this face is the name of the attribute. Okay, so after the attribute we always write equal to, and then inside the double quotes we write the value of the attribute, and then we use this arrow bracket. Now what is the what is the style that you want to give? You can simply copy the style from here. Okay, suppose you like this Times New Roman style. Okay, don't use Times New Roman, let's use this alien encounters. So what I do, I'll tell you a short trick. What I do, I copy the name of the font from here. Okay, so I've used alien encounters. Okay, so I'll just write in the value of this face alien encounters. Okay, see, so this is the name of the font, alien encounters. Okay, so I'll just save this, and now let us check. See, the font style has changed. Earlier it was like this. Now it is like this. So this is how you change the style of the font. Isn't it very easy? Now let us change the size of this font. Okay, let's change the size because I had shown you on this Microsoft Word that we can change the size of the font from here. So can we do it in HTML? Yes, we can do the same thing in HTML by using the next attribute, that is the size attribute. Okay, the next attribute is the size attribute. Now this attribute is also attribute of the font tag. So how, what is the size attribute? It is used to change the size of the font. Okay, what is the syntax? You use the font tag, then we use the size attribute, and then we use the equal to, then inside this double quotes we write the value. Now you can write the value from 1 to 7. Okay, 1 to 7. You can use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now 1 is the smallest font size and 7 is the largest font size. Okay, now so let us do this. Let us change the size of this font. Okay, let us change the size of this font. So how to do it? We'll open our this notepad, and now this is the face attribute. From here to here, this is the face attribute. This is the name of the attribute. This is equal to, then inside this double quote is the value of this face attribute. So after this attribute, what you can do, you need to give a space, and then you need to write size, because the name of the attribute to change the size of the font is size. And then after this, inside the double quotes, we will write suppose 6. Let's write 6. Okay. Because we can use the values from 1 to 7. So we will just save this and we will check the output. You can see that earlier its size was less. Okay. Now its size has increased. Now I'll just change the size to 7. Okay. Which is the maximum size. So I will save it and now I will open it again. See, this is the 7 size. Okay, let me make it 100%. Yeah, this is the 7 size and this is the 6. Font size equals to 6, font size equals to 7. Okay, students, so this is how we change the size of the font. Now, using the size attribute. Now let's talk about the third attribute. Now one thing over here, students, one thing is written. It is optional to enclose the values of attributes in double quotes. What does this means? That this is the attribute and after equal to we use a double quotes over here. So it is optional. That what does that means? That simply means that even if I don't use this double quotes, then also this will work. Okay, then also this will work. See, if I remove the double quotes from here, still it will show me the same thing. Let me change the font style. Okay, let us use a new font style. Let's use this. uh, let's use this. Okay, let's copy this and let's paste it over here. Almond snow. Okay, now let us save this and let's check the output. Okay, so this one it's not accepting. Just let me. So this time I will change the size from 5 to 4. I'll decrease the size and this time I'm not going to use the double quotes. Okay, because it is optional to use the double quotes. Okay, so I will not use the double quotes. I will just write size equals to 4 and I will save this file. And now let's check the output. So you can see that, see, this is the all almond snow attribute and its size is 4. This is which font? Almond snow. So this is how we can change the font face okay, to change the style of the font and size of the font using the size attribute. The next attribute is your this color attribute, font color attribute. Okay, students, the next attribute is the font color attribute. So I showed you that we can also change the color of this font from the font color button in Microsoft Word. How to do it in how to do it in HTML, not Microsoft HTML, in HTML. Okay, so using the color attribute. Now, remember students one thing, the spelling of color that we are going to use over here is COLOR. Okay, because this is in American English. Okay, don't use COLOUR, this spelling. Don't use this spelling. Use this spelling for the attribute name. So it's very easy. How to use this? The color attribute changes the color of the text. Now, the color can be set by specifying the name of the color. You can either specify the name of the color or by giving the corresponding hexadecimal value. Now, what is hexadecimal value? See students, every color in your computer, every color has a hexadecimal numeric value. Okay, it has a hexadecimal numeric value which looks something like this. For black, the hexadecimal value is hash 000000. This is the hexadecimal numeric value for color black. For aqua, it is this 00FFFFFF, 4 times F. For blue, it is 4 times 0 hash 4 times 0 and FF. But you don't need to remember these codes as of now. In your syllabus, you don't need to remember these codes. Yeah, you can remember the hash codes of simple ones like black. What is the color for this hash code, hexadecimal code for black color? It is hash, then 6 times 0. This is very easy. Then you can also remember for white. For white, what it is? It is hash and then 6 times F. This is very easy. You can also remember for this silver. Silver. Yeah. It is also very simple. Hash C0C0C0. It is not CO. Okay. It is not Coco. It is C0C0C0. So you can remember for this. But even if you don't remember, it's okay. You can directly use the color names. Okay. You can directly use the color name. It is mentioned over here that you can change the color either by specifying the name or by using its corresponding hexadecimal value. So these are some of the hexadecimal values that are given, but you don't need to memorize them. Don't worry. Okay, no need to memorize these color values, hexadecimal values of the different colors. You can directly type the name of the color. Okay, so this is it. Now, how to do this? How to change the color? So as you can see over here, they have changed the color to red. Okay, let's do it. Let us also change the color. So suppose we want to change the color of this particular text. Okay, so suppose we want to change the color. See, last time I didn't close this font. Please always close the font tag because it's a container tag. Now, so how to change the color? Just use the COLOR color attribute, COLOR attribute, and inside this double quotes. Now you will say that, sir, why are you using double quotes? See students, I always like using the double quotes. I always like giving value in the double quotes because always a good programmer will always use the double quotes for giving the value. Because as soon as someone sees your code, they can easily recognize that this is a value for some attribute. Okay, so I like to use double quotes always. So follow my this lead and please use the double quotes inside the value. Don't write without double quotes the values. So suppose we want to change it to red color, so we'll just write color, which is the attribute name, equal to, and inside the double quotes we'll write red. And now let us save this and let's check the output. See, the color is red. Earlier it was black, now it is red. So in this manner, you can change the color. If you want green, you just type the name of the color. Okay, and then save it, and you can see the color is changed to green. You can change, you can use different colors. You can also use the hexadecimal code like I told you. You can use this hexadecimal code hash C0 C0 C0. You know this is for silver. Save it, and now let's check the output. See, this is the silver color. So this is how you can change the font color. So with this, we finish these three. We finish up with the font tag and its three attributes. The face attribute, which is used to change the typeface of the font that is used. Then the size attribute, which is used to change the size of the font. Its value can be from 1 to 7, 1 being the smallest size and 7 being the largest font size. And then the next one was the color attribute. The color attribute is used to change the color of the text of the font. Okay, and you can use either the name of the color, or you can use the hexadecimal code values. Okay, I will urge you not, don't try to memorize this. It's of no use, because we can directly use the this color names. Okay, it will become easy for us. Okay, students. So apart from these, if you know other color names, then you can use other color names also. So with this, we finish the font attribute, font tag and its three attributes. In the next lecture, we will talk about the body tag and some two new attributes of the body tag, that is BG color and some other attributes. So with this, I come to the end of this lecture. I'll see you in the next lecture. If you have any doubts, you can ask in the comment section. Thanks for listening. Take care of yourself and be well.